Mike, you're wearing the ball cap here tonight. Obviously, there's big things happening, trade deadline, and I'll maybe talk about that and the importance of it.
Well, I just think, we live in a city, one of the greatest cities in the world, to say the least, and everybody here is welcome and everyone here is part, and it doesn't matter what you think or what you believe. Here, it's an equal opportunity place like no place I've ever been, and the Leafs are that way as well, and I think it's a fantastic thing.
Mike, is there any update on Oz? Has he been able to do stuff off the ice? Or?
Yeah. Is he playing?
Right.
No, I haven't seen him on the ice yet. I keep waiting for those mountains, up and down, stopping and starting to go, but he's not ready for that yet. So before he's playing, he's got to do all those things and get himself going again. In the meantime, though, we talk about this every time. Your lineup's not going to be as good without key players. There's no question about it, but it's a great opportunity for other people, whether it be Willie. It's great for Willie because of the fact that you got to work 200 feet, and you got to compete defensively, and you don't have to do it as much as a winger. So it's a great opportunity for him, and it's good for us to see other players and get other people opportunities. So someone's getting a play on the power play that didn't, and someone's getting more minutes.
Is the trade deadline a distraction at all in that room?
Oh, for sure. Today, for sure. Last few days. And I don't think it's in the way of your plan. I think, but you think about it. Every guy, there's not one guy in that room that doesn't want to be a Leaf. A few years ago, they were probably dying to get out of here. That's not the case here now. They want to be here. They want to be part of it, and they want to be a part of it moving ahead. And yet it's a business, as we all know. We saw it with contracts, we see it with this. And it doesn't make it easy. Those guys are people, and they want to be liked, and they want to be appreciated, and they want to play here. And so the sooner it's over, the better, and we can move on.
Is there a difference, though, between the trade deadline when you've got a team like you have this year versus your first year here?
Well, I think your first year here, too, if you're here and you're playing well and you're feeling it's going good, maybe you're hoping to go to a contender or get an opportunity, but you like when it's going good. And so I think those guys were probably more interested in leaving than in staying in some ways. And that's what I tried to explain with my first answer, is that now we're in a situation, I really believe it's a special place. It's a special city. I mean, just look at all you people. It's a great franchise that's going in the right direction, and there's lots of hope. And so you want to be part of that, I would think. So it makes it harder.
When you're a team that's adding at the deadline, as you guys have with Jake this year and Brian Boyle,
Yeah.
Does it truly give a team a boost when you bring veteran talent in or good talent in?
Well, I think so. I think a guy like Muzz, who's won, I believe you learn how to win, and you expect to win. You learn how to be a pro, and you expect. I think bringing in John Tavares, bringing in Patrick Marleau, those guys can provide things that, as a coaching staff, as a manager, you can't provide. And so it doesn't always look like it's a home run right away. But for us to acquire a guy like Muzz is an important piece to us, not just now, but moving ahead, but also with growing the people in our room. And that's a big part of your franchise. If you look at our franchise, we had two guys that played on the Marlies last year. Whether they're in our top six forwards or not, they're playing in our top six tonight. That's what you need. You need growth. And who helps those guys grow up? So I think those guys in the room are critical for us.
Like, we saw the emotion kind of ramp up on Saturday night's game. What kind of stretch are you guys going into now after the deadline? Is it kind of get into? Well,
I just think that you want to be feeling the best you can, and there needs to be a level of preparation and intensity every single night. The teams that are really good and think they have a chance to win, they figure out how to win every night. Sometimes it's with goaltending, sometimes with special teams. Every night it's with good defense. But they figured out how to do it. We're a real good team. We got to figure out how to do it every single night, no matter who the opponent is and what emotions they bring out of you. It's what emotions we bring out of ourselves to be prepared to execute.
On that topic,
go ahead.
Facing Buffalo twice.
Well, I never thought about the second time. We're playing them tonight. We had a big game in that we got in our own way in the first period, kind of for 10 minutes. We were able to overcome that last game. And we've been home now. We had a day off yesterday, and we should be freshened up, and we need to get on a bit of a run here so we can feel good about ourselves. So, but today's the game, and Buffalo's a good team. They just whacked wash here. It's important that we play right, or we're not going to have success.
How closely do you watch what other teams are doing at the trade deadline, particularly teams ahead of you?
Yeah, I mean, you watch everything, obviously, but in the end I don't control that part. I just, what we do on the ice and how we do, and when today's over with, you got what you have. That's it. So what you do is you make it the best you possibly can, and overthinking all this stuff to me is not a big deal. Get your team playing good, playing real well going in, and give yourself a chance. Now, the first thing you got to do is you got to get in.
I don't know if you saw Henrik Lundqvist's reaction to the Zuccarello trade, but he was kind of emotional. Just wondering if there's a time in your past where you saw a player get traded and it, went beyond hockey for you.
Well, yeah, for sure. These guys are all great people that try real hard, and you always want them to be successful. I thought when Grabner was here, was fantastic. I thought he could have been a Leaf for a long, long time. In the end, we made that decision because we were trying to get someone else in the offseason. But there's lots of players over time that leave, but that's the hard part about the business. And, I think there's the player part and there's the person part. And do you really appreciate the people and how hard they work and what they've done for your franchise? And yet sometimes their opportunity, their next one's a better one for them as well.